Previous two matches, you know what an epic battle it's been today for our Hanover teams. Our Horde Gold team started out with probably one of the best games of the season against the Franklin Nomads. They came up short, just short. It was a tight battle, really fun, evenly matched teams. And then the match that just ended, our Heroes Gold team took on the other undefeated team in the country, the Wales, Monterey Wales, and they came out victory, but it was super tight. No team got past the second point, got to the second point all game. It was a battle of defense. As a Ravens fan, I appreciate those type of defensive battles. I reached out to our friends out there in Palos Verdes, California. They're still setting up for the previous match. I understand that they've got some a couple matches going on, so our friends and family members of the Palos Verdes the Samurai may be watching this feed, so thanks for joining us. Battle of East Coast versus West Coast here. So pleasure having you, and pleasure having you guys in the league. Let's get set up here. It's just going to take us probably a few minutes to wait for Palos Verdes to finish up their previous match. And then we'll get this thing hopefully rocking here pretty soon. It's just been a great day of Overwatch action. I cannot emphasize that enough, how much fun we've had here. Watching these boys grow into really good competitive gamers. And it's just raising the quality of play across the league. All right, so let me play a few commercials here, and then hopefully we'll get this thing kicked off here shortly. Stick with us. All right, thanks for sticking with us. I just heard the Samurai are just about done their match, so hopefully we'll get them pulled in and cut over to this pretty soon, so we can get this rocking. We got some Fortnite team placements right after this, so it's been a full day of esports actions, and just been a lot of fun. We had some great matches previously. Like I said, our Hanover Horde Gold team gave everything they got against the Franklin Nomads. If you want to watch a great match, click back to that and show your kids what good match play looks like. They came up a little bit short, unfortunately, and then we have our Heroes team just took out the Whales from Monterey Bay, California, but that was tough fought as well by the Whales. So GG's all around to all the players. It's been a lot of fun. Let me get everything set up here, and hopefully we'll be back in just another couple minutes with some match play. Stick with us.
They say that you can see the devil dance on idle hands, so we put in work. Amen. Put the city on my shoulder blades and molded waves. Focus on the future when it's rolling pain.
This is gonna be fun. What's this?
When it's no pain, it's no glow. Legendary grind for the history. Come to shut us down, you are what on? We about to go live on me.
Let me show you how the boss does it.
We put in work.
See ya.
Ain't no killing this energy. Spill it from the spirit, them lyrics be
They are nothing to me.
The grind don't stop. We giving it 100 till the squad on top. We put in work. The grind never dies. We giving it
Time for the fireworks.
we put in work.
Fire in the hole.
Dude, I got all the kills that first.
I just got the Murphy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk that.
I don't have my
I need heals. Roof up on the point.
Alright, nice job, guys.
They've only got 6 seconds.
As long as I can.
They have
I need 6.
Nice! No! Is that us?
Nice. Good game.
All right, welcome back. Let's kick into this match. Our Hanover Horde Silver team taking on the Samurai from Palos Verdes, California. Thanks for joining us, all our friends out there on Palos Verdes. I'm sure it's beautiful out here. We just hit 70 degrees this week, so we got a little bit of your sunshine, and we appreciate it. All right, so welcome to Blizzard World. All right, so this is a great map. This is a hybrid map, which means they need to come to this point. They need to get the payload out of this garage by securing the point and work their way down towards the other 2 points of the map. The opposing team will spawn. The Palos Verdes Samurai, I should say, will spawn. They'll be in red if you're rooting for the Samurai. They'll be running a Sigma, a Farah, a Lucio, a McCree, a Reinhardt, and a Mercy. And from the Horde, we've got an Orisa, a Lucio, a Bastion, a Diva, a Mercy, and a Junkrat. Looks like, let me swap my teams over here. Got to swap my names over. There we go. All right, so we have Magic Marker playing Orisa. We've got Little Dog 248 playing Lucio. We got Mighty Coldbug running. I'm sorry, we got Mighty Coldbug running Lucio. Little Dog 248 running Bastion, Mellow Maniac running Diva, Mercy's being run by Paxman, and LAX KJB is running that Junkrat. Alright, so here you see the Horde is setting up back here a little bit further than we probably would have historically set up, but again, these are our silver teams. They're still learning how to play here, but they decided to set up on top here with a Bastion, so we'll see how this works out. Definitely something that the opposing Samurai team is going to have to deal with is that Bastion. particularly in the Silver League. Those Bastions are hard to deal with. You typically don't see the Bastions played in the Gold League. A couple good eliminations. Junkrat gets elimination on their Mercy, but the Farah from the Palos Verdes team does take out the Junkrat, who got a little bit overextended there. Here you see the Melomaniac playing this Diva here, followed up by Parker Magic Marker playing this Orisa. Rain and Fires. McCree does take out the Mercy, played by Paxman. But here you see the Reinhardt charging in. You got the Bastion again, raining fires on them. They're going to have to figure out how to deal with that Bastion. Looks like they're going to try to work around. They did get a Lucio in behind here. He's hard to kill when you're or eliminate when he's right up on top of you. So you need somebody to protect your Bastion. Diva does get demeched there. So the Palos Verdes making a good push, but eliminations by the Bastion take out the Reinhardt are going to send the majority of the Palos Verdes teams back to spawn, and they're going to have to reconsolidate. See that Farah gets taken out, and then a nice res by Paxman to bring Diva right back into the fight. So a good play so far by the Horde. Let's see how the rest of this match plays out. Just 2 minutes, 7 seconds left on the clock. You can see Bastion has converted to his ultimate mode, his tank mode. He's out there raining fires on the enemy position. Does get a couple eliminations, but he's a little bit overextended at this point. Needs to find his way back. Switches back over to turret mode, targeting that Farah. See the Lucio worked his way onto point there, but quickly taking care of that Bastion. Here you see Reinhardt working their way in. Orisa's targeting them. It's a 2v6 situation. That's typically not going to bode well for any player. Overwatch is the ultimate team sport, and that you need your support characters, your tanks, your DPS moving in synchronicity. You need to be moving together, supporting each other, and that's one of the big things that we teach in the XP League, particularly with our silver teams, is how to talk, how to communicate, how to coordinate, and then the strategy and wins will come along later. Ultimately, we're just teaching them in this phase how to be good gamers, how to work on their technical skills, and start developing those higher order elements to make them great gamers and positive gamers in the future. Here comes the Junkrat tire by LASKGB. Gets 1, 2, 3 eliminations on the Palos Verdes Samurai there. So good job by LAXKJB 71 there. Well played, well timed. Dropping that tire from the high ground. That's how you do it. Well played there. Just 39 seconds left on the clock. The Horde has done a good job playing defense here. I think they found a good comp that they like there. You see the Diva going to work way behind here. Here, see if she's got her Diva bomb. She does. Melomaniac does take out 1, 2, 3 of the Palos Verdes Samurai. And that's going to send the majority of them back to spawn. Just 19 seconds left. The Horde's just got to be careful not to let any of the opposing players. Good elimination by Diva, played by Parker Magic Marker, to take out the McCree. They're going to take the fight to the Palos Verdes Samurai here. Try to keep them from getting to the point. But they're going to try to work their way this way. Let's see if they get to the point in time, and they do not. So good game, good round over to the Samurai. Hard fought battle, but the Horde set up a really solid defense by having that Bastion right there on the point. Really something, when you set that Bastion up on the point, you've really got to have a concerted, consolidated, shielded push to get close to that Bastion, or else he is hard to peel off that point. So typically you would want to switch to some type of dive tank that can get in there, get behind him, force him to go into sentry mode or take him out real quick. But again, largely silver teams were just trying to build that technical and tactical skill. And all the tactics and higher level strategic stuff will come later. Just really wanting them to be good gamers. All right, so for the Horde silver team, we've got, again, Parker Magic Marker running that Orisa. We've got Mighty Coldbug running the Lucio. Little Dog 248 is going to be sticking with that Bastion. Diva is going to be run by Melomaniac. Paxman is our healer, running that Mercy, and LAXKJB is running that Junkrat. If you're rooting for the Palos Verdes Samurai, I love saying that. They've running a Sigma, a Farah, a Lucio, a McCree, a Reinhardt, and an Ana. Looks like they're going to be setting up more on the point as well. Again, typically in the higher orders of play, we're playing up here on defense and then falling back to the point. But largely Silver team just trying to, and it looks like they are moving to that position, particularly with that Farah. She can rain down some good fire. She's got Lucio up there to support and heal her. So that's a good play. I like that. Looks like the Horde is going to be trying to do a little bit of a flank here. Coming in from the right-hand side, it's going to let them not have to pass through that choke. See the Divas there engaging that Farah up top, matrixing that Farah. You can see a Junkrat gets up here. He's going to chase him out, throws that trap down. A good elimination by the Diva to take out that Farah. So well played by Melomaniac there. He's a much improved Diva player this season. This is his second season with us, and he's been doing really good. Bastion gets right here, right up alongside the point. He is, again, he's going to be hard to peel off there once he's there. Targeting that Sigma, see if he can get in position to take them out. They do. If they earn this point, that'll be it for this point, this map, and this mat. And they do. The Horde secure the first point. So well played by the Samurai. GG's over to them. Good game by the Horde here. Let's see who the player of the game is. It's Junkrat. It's got to be that Tire. That Tire was well played. You'll watch. He goes up top. He's patient. He lets them consolidate themselves, and boom, gets right behind that shield. Takes out the Lucio, the Reinhardt, the Sigma, and then follows it up by getting an elimination on the Farah there. So excellent play. LAX KJB, play of the game so far. So let's take a couple-minute break. We'll play some commercials. Let's go ahead and credit the Horde with their point for that first map. And we'll come right back here after a couple quick commercial breaks. Stick with us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it.
It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, alright, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, that'll be.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve, and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Boop
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go. Move in now. Push in. We don't shoot good. Good game.
All right, welcome back. If you see a little scoreboard at the bottom, you can see the Horde has taken a 1-0 lead on the Samurai from Palos Verdes, California. A good fought battle in that first match by both teams. If Palos Verdes is still watching, kudos. Good, well-played game. It's fun to watch. We've had some great Overwatch all day long. It's been a real pleasure to watch these kids progress. And this Horde team, they had a rough first couple weeks. But they've really pulled it together, and I'm proud of what they've done. So let's go ahead and kick this off. Welcome to Eichenwald. Or Eichenwald, I don't know. I always maybe over-accentuate the W there. But Eichenwald, this is our German-themed map. I believe it's the home territory of either Reinhardt or Bastion. Maybe some combination of both of them. But here you see the spawn point. They'll work their way up around this area over to here. Over this. Here you see the payload. This is where they'll get the first point of the map and then escort the payload along. We'll see who is spawning from which team. So it looks like if you're rooting for Palos Verdes, the Samurai, they're going to be running Sigma, Farah, Lucio, McCree, Reinhardt, and an Ana. They'll be in blue this time. And the Horde will be in red. Looks like we've got Magic Marker running the Orisa, Mighty Coldbug running the Lucio, Little Dog 248 running the Bastion, Diva run by Melomaniac, Mercy run by Paxman, and Junkrat run by LAX KJB71. So looks like we got a couple similar lineups, which is smart. You don't want to be swapping too many characters this early in their careers as they're kind of developing those skill sets. So really try to find a comp, stick with it, and see what works for the team. This Horde has found a really good comp that they like and have been really successful with it these last couple weeks. Here you see the Bastion working his way up, being careful not to expose himself. He's super vulnerable in sentry mode, so he's trying to get to a position where he can have a good field of fire. Stuck here behind this glass. See, they're working their way towards the payload. Good elimination by Bastion there, taking out the McCree, but the Far comes right back, gets the Orisa of Parker Magic Marker. Far gets elimination on the Mercy of Paxman, but the Horde, I'm sorry, get back here and start earning credit towards the point. Setting that Bastion up on top of the payload here, sending most of the players back to spawn, and they're going to start earning credit towards the point. So you can see there's a skirmish taking place here, but they kind of lost focus that they need to protect that, and the Horde took advantage of it, and they are starting to push the payload towards the point. Again, all these players are still learning how to play this game. Good job by Melomaniac there to get elimination on the Reinhardt as the payload continues to push here. Little skirmishes taking place. Ana eliminated by Melomaniac. Bastion up top here takes out the Lucio of the Palos Verdes Samurai. Here you see the Farah coming in. Obviously, I think one of their best players, but quickly taken out by the Junkrat. Here you see Parker Magic Marker up here playing this Orisa, knocking the shield down, letting Bastion get to his body and ultimately eliminate him. Good push here by the Horde. They got the first point by taking the payload. Got to watch that Lucio here. He can boop you, but good elimination by Bastion there. Take out a couple of the opposing players from the Samurai. And this will quickly push here towards the second point. Looks like Melomaniac got back here in this tight space. You don't want to be in a tight space with Reinhardt. That is not a good place to be. But Bastion quickly takes care of him. The Horde pushing in here, tough. Here you see Bastion switched over to turret mode. Did take out a couple of the opposing players. Lucio, Arissa follows up with the elimination on the Pharah. Bastion and Melomaniac both get another elimination on the Ana and the McCree. Horde making a good hard push here. Here comes the Junkrat tire. LAX KGB with that tire. 1, 2, 3 eliminations of the Samurai there. That's going to allow them to push quickly toward this third and final point. And that will do it for this map. So good, quick push by the Horde here. Again, I think the Horde are really finding their stride with this comp they set up. And I don't want the Samurai to get discouraged. This is a team that's played together for a couple years now. Had a couple new players, new additions to the mix, but they're really hitting their stride. And, you know, the Samurai are playing well. They're not too far off the pace. It doesn't take long to get back in it, and I have no doubt in my mind they're going to fight hard this round to try to do just that. So I hear the Horde in there strategizing about what they're going to do to set up their defenses. Again, the payload's going to spawn right here in this area, this little parking lot. The Samurai, in order to stay in this match, they need to get all 3 points here. So from the Samurai perspective, again, if you're cheering for them, they're in blue. They're going to be running a Sigma. Looks like they did make a swap there. So it looks like this time they're going to be running a Lucio, a McCree, a Reinhardt, and a Baptiste, and a Sombra. And from the Horde perspective, looks like they're sticking with their main comp that's been working with them so well. Why change a good thing, right? So let's see if that Sombra makes the difference here. See the Horde setting up top here, trying to get good positioning for that Bastion. Again, you can let them onto the point, and that Bastion just rains that fire down. High ground. In the military, we call that a support by fire position. High ground, automatic weapons fire. Something that if you're on the low ground, you have to deal with, but it's difficulty finding the angle to deal with it. Good elimination by Melomaniac there. Sigma ultimately does take out Magic Marcus Orisa. Baby Diva versus Diva battle here. I'm sorry, that was a Sombra versus Diva battle, and Melomaniac's going to win that one. Advantage goes to the Horde. You see Reinhardt. Sigma charging in. So good Sigma play there by the Samurai. Junkrat gets an elimination on the Baptiste. Bastion's going to push a little bit further forward here. Gets a nice shield from Orisa. Let's see how that works out. McCree does take out the Junkrat of LAX KGB. They do break Orisa's shield, but good res there by Paxton to bring Junkrat right back into the fight. You can see that Reinhardt's trying to stand there, absorb the shield, but quickly taken out by that Bastion. That just that chain gun, that Gatling gun he's got on the front there just makes it really hard to withstand too much firepower for too long. Lucio does get a boop on the Sombra, so good job by Mighty Coldbug to send her all over the edge. The Horde's going to play a little bit more conservative fight, work their way back towards the point here. I hear the coach coaching them up in there. Take a less aggressive stance. Good job by the Samurai here to get together. LAX KJB with a devastating Junkrat tire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eliminations. Again, LAX KJB just well-timed ultimate. Didn't explode it until it got over top of Reinhardt's shield. Reinhardt's shield can prevent any damage from that. So good job. High Noon unleashed by McCree there for the Samurai. Good job. Does take out LAX KJB's McCree. A minute 37 seconds left. You're going to see Bastion setting up out front here. Not too wise of a decision to push that far forward. He's quickly going to get taken out. So getting a little aggressive. Melomaniac puts out his ultimate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eliminations by the Diva Bomb there by Melomaniac. So It's been the story of just devastating ultimates in this match against the Samurai. Samurai are doing a good job getting together behind the shield, which is what we teach the kids at this level. But it makes you super vulnerable to those ultimates. Here you see the little dog 248 unleashing his ultimate, taking out a few of the Samurai. And just 53 seconds left here. The Horde is going to smartly draw back here. Draw back, move more towards the point. Setting up in more of a conventional defense. A good elimination by the Reinhardt of the Samurai. Take out LAX KJB. Got a little bit overextended there. 30 seconds. The Samurai need to get to the point to push this into overtime. They're making a good job. Good move by the Samurai here. I like the movement, moving behind the shield. But Bastion, they need to find out what to do with that Bastion. He's just raining fires on him. Again, that's support by fire position. If you are defending an obstacle, you need a support by fire position there. That's exactly what the Horde have set up. And that looks like it's going to do it. Doesn't look like any of the Samurai are going to be able to make it back in time. So the victory is going to go to the Horde. GG's over there to Samurai. I love that last movement. They did a great job. Stand behind that Reinhardt shield, getting close. But they got to call out that Bastion and deal with it. This is just Junkrat's devastating tire. It would have been between him and Melomaniac. But you can see the patience here. Jumps that tire, gets it in behind their lines, and gets 5 eliminations on the Samurai from Palos Verdes, California. Congratulations, LAX KJB71, player of the game, and congratulations to the Horde for the victory. GG's the Samurai and the Palos Verdes Samurai team. Don't get down. It's your first year in the league. A lot to learn. This is a great game. Please stick with it, and you'll be right back there, I'm sure, competing with us later in the season. So thanks for tuning in. It's been a great match. We might let the boys play a little bit more here, but we've got to move on to a Fortnite team assessment. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We had a lot of fun today. Come back next week. A lot more Overwatch action. We're only halfway through the season, so stick with us. All right. Thanks a lot. Take care, everybody.